Hi, hello everyone, it's Dr. Saru. I'm back again. We're coming back with the first video for our series that will be premiering every week, God willing. And today, the topic I want us to discuss is PUD. Maybe many of you will not know what that is, but then basically it's peptic ulcer disease. So, what is peptic ulcer disease? Peptic ulcer disease is when there's an ulceration in the mucosa of, see, everything in the body has a lining on top, which in a technical term we call it a mucosa, of course. But so when there's an ulceration in the mucosa of acid-bearing regions throughout the GIT, that is the gastrointestinal tract, then you get to have a ulcer, peptic ulcer. So I'll start first saying by where could it happen. It could happen anywhere in the acid-bearing regions, beginning from the stomach itself. Then there is the intestine. The intestine is divided. First there's jejunum, duodenum, and the other parts. So basically the ones that we normally look at is the gastric, which means the stomach, and the duodenum, which is the part of the intestine, small intestine, where mostly it occurs. So after now having identified the regions where it could occur, let's go ahead and ask ourselves, what happens or what causes these peptic ulcers to develop? The thing that has been implicated the most is H. pylori. H. pylori is a bacteria which erodes. It releases some enzymes which end up eating up the mucosa, causing an ulcer to form. But that is not the only thing that causes, though it is implicated to have the majority or the most causes of peptic ulcers is due to H. pylori. There is stuff like cigarette smoking. There is stuff like stress. So many other things have been implicated. There are some other diseases which are also associated with the formation of peptic ulcers. I'm not going to so much into details into what exactly all the causes one by one, but we could start with H. pylori. As I already told you, it's a bacteria which causes, it releases some enzyme which causes the erosion of the mucosa. So basically, what happens then? How will you know maybe you're suffering or you're having peptic ulcer disease? The first thing that you'll have or you will feel is pain. It's mainly at the epigastric region, directly below your rib cage or your sternum at the midline. And the pain is sort of a burning sensation kind of pain. That is what you'll feel. The pain is normally relieved if it's a gastric ulcer. When you eat food, the pain becomes more accentuated, it becomes more. But when it's a duodenal ulcer or the small intestine ulcer, when you eat, you get a relief of the pain. There's some things which have been implicated to be helping or helpful with the pain. You could take milk, it normally helps with relieving the pain. Drinking water, people prefer colder water than room temperature water for the relieving of pain. The other thing I would want to run by quickly, which I forgot to mention as part of the causes, hereditary. There are some people who it's just hereditary to get these peptic ulcers. And another thing, excessive use of painkillers, some painkillers which are called NSAIDs, non-steroidal painkillers, those are the ones that have been implicated too to be a causative of peptic ulcer disease. So the other symptoms you might feel or signs, the symptoms that you might feel, there is vomiting. Vomiting could also happen sometimes. And the periodicity of the pain. The pain could come at sometimes, it's intermittent, it's not necessarily throughout you feel the pain, because as I told you, there are things which you could do to make the pain go away or at least reduce the pain. So depending on the cause of what is the cause of your ulcer, then that is how your doctor could treat you on basis of that. In case you have these symptoms and maybe you have no access to a hospital yet, then you could simply, if you're using cigarettes, maybe try and stop and see if it will subside. But for the majority of cases I told you, a large percentage is because of H. pylori. If you have these symptoms, it's best if you go to your doctor. They'll prescribe for you several antibiotics, and the antibiotics regime is called triple therapy. it will help you out, clear the bacteria, and you'll be back as new. The other measures of trying to control the pain or try to help with the healing of the ulcers, it's just been written by other sources, and you could beg to differ if you feel so. But it said cabbage juice, if you take the cabbage, blend it, drink the juice, either if it's raw or you have slightly boiled it and you blend the juice and drink it, it normally helps with the healing of the ulcers. I'm yet to prove that myself, but you could try, maybe it will work. And if it does work for you, please comment, tell us what happened to you, and we'll be very grateful to explain to other people the mechanism behind it, and even how other testimonies of people who've been helped with the same. For comments, likes, and every other things that you want to talk about this video, you could find us on Facebook regarding this topic, and also comment below and tell us what are your views about today's topic, or what do you think was not mentioned that you feel should have been mentioned regarding peptic ulcers. Thank you. See you again. Love and love.